Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock news break. In the local scene, the provincial government of Albay is now fast-tracking its housing projects for the residents of Burabod, Libon, whose homes were totally damaged by the landslide incident during the Typhoon Christine onslaught. As validated by the Albay Provincial Human Settlement Office, the PGA targets providing dwelling units to 26 households in the said municipality. According to Provincial Administrator Dr. Cedric D. Daep, those who were voluntarily offered their private lots would be first on the PGA's priority list for the said housing project. However, Dr. Daep stressed that it should be owned and the beneficiaries must hold a certificate of ownership validating their right to access the property to avoid potential conflicts and disputes in the future. The concerned PGA officers are now validating the lots of 5 beneficiaries who have already manifested to avail of the housing unit with their private lots. The PGA, through the Albay Provincial Agriculture Office, has also committed to conducting validation to the Burabod landslide-affected families to assess what livelihood assistance to extend. In another story, the Albay Provincial Health Office emphasized the importance of regular deworming in reducing malnutrition and child morbidity. Provincial Soil Transmitted Helminthiasis Control Program Coordinator Anthony Ludovice shared that neglected tropical diseases caused by parasitic worms were among the causes of malnutrition and morbidity among school children. The official encourages all parents, rural health units, city health offices, and other stakeholders to support the program, which is in line with the Department of Health's goal to reduce morbidity among preschool children. In the national scene, the first full cabinet meeting for 2025 is scheduled today. This has to do with monetary policies, private, public, partnership, and classrooms. Getting ready for today's first full cabinet meeting for 2025, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. dedicated yesterday putting together private meetings and did not manage to engage the general public. A week following the signing of the General Appropriations Act for 2025, the CEO was also occupied with private meetings. Cesar Chavez, the acting secretary for the PCO, first announced that the first full cabinet meeting of 2025 will include a decision on legacy projects of the Marcos Sr. administration. Big ticket ODA-funded projects, including those in the fields of agriculture, technology, energy, transportation, and health, are among those that will be discussed. In other story, the National Unity Party President, Representative Luis Raymond El Rey Villaferte Jr. of Camarines Sur's 2nd District, pledged on Sunday to support the legislative agenda of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and House Speaker Martin Romualdez for 2025. According to a statement released by Villaferte, the NUP will, in the year ahead, remain fully supportive of the Speaker and of the legislative agenda of Mr. Marcos. Marcos met with NUP leaders, including Villaferte, last August to discuss his strategy for the national and local elections in May. At the Legislative Executive Development Advisor Council, Romualdez declared at the end of 2024 that Congress would finish strong in passing the Marcos administration's priority policies. Romualdez emphasized that since the 19th Congress convened on July 25, 2022, 1,368 measures have been authorized, including 1,319 committee reports and 166 that became Republic Acts, including 73 national laws and 93 municipal laws. In other news, A consultation meeting has been planned by Makabayan Bloc members on Wednesday to address the impeachment charges against Vice President Sara Duterte. Proponents and complainants of the 3 impeachment allegations were invited to the gathering, and it will take place at 10 in the morning in the House of Representatives' Minority Conference Room. The Makabayan Bloc, which include Representative Franz Castro of the ACT Teachers Party List, Representative Arlene Brosas of the Gabriela Women Party, and Representative Raul Manuel of the Kabataan Party List, supported the second impeachment case against Sara Duterte. Representative Percival Sindania of the Akbayan Party List supported the first impeachment complaint against Duterte, while Representative Gabriel Bordado Jr. of Camarines Sur and Lex Anthony Colada of the Ambis Owa Party List supported the third. And in the news outside the country, the Civil Defense Agency, which is managed by Hamas, claims that 16 people were killed in a series of strikes that Israel's military fired against sites around Gaza on Friday. It happened the same day when 3 rockets fired by Hamas caused air raid sirens to sound in some areas of Israel. Israel Katz, the country's defense minister, threatened severe reprisals of the Palestinian militant organization continued firing missiles from Gaza. According to the military, 1 rocket fell adjacent to the community of Nir and the second projectile fell in an open area on Friday. It claimed that earlier in the day, sirens were activated close to Be'eri by another rocket fired from Gaza. However, no injuries were reported from the launches, though first responders in Gaza report that 16 persons were killed in Friday's airstrikes in the territory. The deaths included children killed in airstrikes on Gaza City, the Center Maghazi refugee camp, and the southern city of Rafah, according to Mahmoud Bazal, a spokesman for Gaza's Hamas-run civil defense organization. Since October from last year, the Israeli army has been conducting heavy raids in the northern part of Gaza, which it says are intended to prevent Hamas fighters from reassembling there. The number of fatalities from Thursday's strikes was revised by the Palestinian Health Ministry on Friday to at least 71. And finally, in the news outside the country, Hezbollah was accused by Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz of violating the ceasefire agreement. According to one of its specifications, Hezbollah has not yet withdrawn from their border with the Litan River. Even so, it conveyed a warning that if it refused to cooperate, Israel would have to take action to guarantee the people's safe return to their homes. The ceasefire agreement calls for Israeli troops to withdraw from Lebanon by January 26th. It can be recalled that adhering to international intervention, Hezbollah and Israel decided to hold peace talks last year. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, January 6, 2025. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, LJ Lurejo and Johnny Rock. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Baby Glenda Obungao. I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.